I know you've spoken a fair bit today about the fact that there will be sufficient vaccine supplies coming. I guess I'm wondering, as I spoke to various pharmacies in the Victoria area today who said they are all out of the first dose they had. Some of them have ordered many more times than they typically do. So I'm wondering if you can explain for me, what's the point in having that first dose come out when it does now if it's not as effective as getting it later? And do I understand correctly, we're not actually in flu season yet, although people's kids may be getting sick with colds or bugs at this time?
Yeah, so we monitor for influenza in similar ways that we use that surveillance system that we have for influenza to help us understand COVID early on as well. And we're not seeing a lot of influenza circulating right now yet in the province. There's no perfect time to get the influenza vaccine. And as our stores come in through the ordering that we've done over many months ago, in February is when we had to put the orders in. They come in over time and we distribute them around the province. So yes, there'll be more coming this week and more next week. So it does take some time early on, and the demand has been very high early on. But the optimal time to get immunized is over the next few weeks. So between doing it right now and doing it a week from now or 2 weeks from now, those are all times that'll be fine. And especially, that we're not seeing a lot of influenza, so the risk isn't here right now.
Rob, do you have a follow-up?
I do. I'm just wondering if you can explain for me, in terms of people's options, if you want to get it, as I say, if you call a pharmacy in Victoria now, the best you'll likely get is put on a wait list. Do I understand correctly, you could go through a pharmacy and perhaps get in there in a week or two when more comes in, or go through your GP or through public clinics that provide flu shots, in the coming week or two or whenever that starts happening?
Yes, so there are many options that we will have available again this year. So health authorities, the public health clinics will be running flu clinics. There'll be immunization options through pharmacists, and in the last few years, pharmacists have delivered a good proportion of influenza vaccine in the community. We know that physicians' offices also deliver vaccine, and they are looking at ways of doing that to be very efficient this year as well. So there will be public mass immunization clinics, as we call them, through public health that are being scheduled for the coming weeks, as well as immunization through physicians' offices and through pharmacists. And I would encourage people to go to immunizebc.ca, and that's there's a flu tracker where you can find out what pharmacists, what clinics are happening in your area, and that's a good way to find out what's coming up in your area.